long virtual photo walks.
Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful. It just snowed here in Buffalo.
All right, we are live in Hawaii with Dominic Phillips.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
Hello there, everybody. We had a little impromptu change of venue this morning.
Hi, John.
Hi.
There we go.
Very good.
Aha, yes. Hello, everybody. So this morning we are at Wailea. It's locally known as 69 Beach. We were going to be over at Puako, which is just over that way. As we get walking around, we will get an eye on it. However, we're about an hour and a half away from a high tide, and Puako was underwater. So we're going to enjoy this this walk of the beach here, and I just want to thank everyone for joining virtual photo walks today out in Wailea in the Kohala coast of the Big Island of Hawaii.
Woo-hoo! Hang loose.
And so again, you know, I'm here for you guys. If there's anything you guys want to see or take a look at in particular, you know, just give a shout. I'm also listening, you know, for John in there to let me know if anyone wants to see anything. Otherwise, we're just gonna stroll up and down the beach here and take some photos today.
If you guys there want Dominic to take a picture of something for you, he will, and he'll email it to you.
That's to you guys. If you want him to take any picture out there of the ocean, the rocks, you can just say, "Hey, Dominic, can you take a picture of that see how it's breaking over the rocks? Yeah. That would be beautiful." Yeah, yeah, you want that? Okay. Right. We've got somebody who'd love a picture of those rocks. And the waves.
Perfect, perfect.
And that's our friend Leah right here.
Leah, excellent. Excellent.
And they're going to be your pictures. So great. Wow, I don't
Very good.
go there, guys.
No, definitely not. You know, I'm actually from Colorado, so it was snowing back where I lived too. So this isn't too bad of a break for me either.
Wow. So do you live there now?
You know, I'm here part-time, and I'm working on it.
Okay.
So eventually maybe a little more than part-time. But I do manage to get out here, you know, a couple times throughout the year. So we're going to look up in these tide pools here.
Your reception
and
is
if I can
really
get the camera to focus
Dominic,
down.
You can count the rocks. It's really good.
It's really good. Look at that, guys. Tide
Oh,
pool.
perfect.
So that's live in Hawaii right now.
So
it's just amazing to me. So what island is this?
well, this is the Big Island of Hawaii. It sometimes causes some confusion because the name of the island is Hawaii. But then also, you know, that's the name of the state, which is comprised of a lot of different islands. Actually, I'm going to focus this over here. We have some flying fish that are hanging out right over in here. I'm not sure if we'll catch a view of any of them there or not.
See the flying fish?
But on the Big Island here, we have a whole bunch of different types of weather. So we have high tundra, as far as up on Mauna Kea, or high desert, and I think we have 7 different microclimates here. So we're on the dry side of the island. So we will have, of all of this this black rock that you see, this is all lava rock that came from the volcano, you know, anywhere from a couple of 100 years ago to many thousands of years ago. And all of the white rock that you can see, especially down in this little tide pool here, that's actually just pieces of coral. So that's coral that has been broken off and tumbled and bleached by the sun.
Oh.
And kind of a nice break. And I think, you know, here in these little pools, I can find a piece that it'll show a little bit more of the natural color here.
Oh, look at that. He's got it in his hand.
So that's a little...
See it in his hand? He's showing you? Yeah.
So that little bit of red is the actual color that the coral would be underwater.
Oh, that's
And then
cool.
as the sun gets it, it turns it white and kind of bleaches it.
See that? So this gentleman is investing. Oh, our guys want to know what time it is there in Hawaii right now.
Oh, it is just after 9:30 in the morning.
9:30. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes it tough for me to keep track of my friends back home, you know, with all of the time difference here.
Come on, Liz. See you later. Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay said see you later.
Rocks, again, with high tide approaching, it's starting to push all sorts of goodies up into the shore here. And when we're in low tide, this water level, all of this that we see here, will sometimes spend the day up in these pools. And if we're lucky, we may see a turtle or two. As high tide gets closer, you'll see a lot of turtles that try to come up for you. You know, either some of the leaves that are washed up in some of these tide pools, or they're munching on the algae. And sometimes spend the day up here.
If you score a close-up of a turtle, you get a bonus.
Yeah. We'll give you a tip.
Get a bonus?
Yeah, get a bonus.
Oh, excellent. Well, I will try my darndest. And I'm kind of seeing. Sometimes you can see little turtles as they pop their head up. You know, again, they only have to breathe every, I think, 5 to 15 minutes, depending on what their activity cycle is.
No mermaids?
You guys hear that? So you might not.
No mermaids this trip.
Make sure you follow the rules of catch and release if you do.
No, I'll get my pot ready.
Oh, yes.
We'll make turtle soup.
Oh, you know, while I'm a fan, and especially growing up in the South, turtle soup was a big thing. The Hawaii green turtles are actually protected endangered animals, and harassing them comes with a fine of up to, I think, $25,000.
Oh, we can't afford that, so don't harass them.
So no soup for you, Patty.
Exactly. Now, a lot of times when you're out there swimming, you know, we've had more than one curious turtle come over and check us out. You know, so when you're swimming along, you know, I've been bumped by them once before, but you never want to touch a turtle's shell either, because they have a protective coating that the oils on our hands do a really darn good job of breaking down.
I never knew that.
Is there a way you could turn around so we
So
can
now
see the...
before we...
Oh, see, guys? This is where he is.
Absolutely. Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Is that after the 3 hours? That was amazing.
And that's all lava rock. Or is that coral?
Well, this is all lava rock here, and again, this comes from you know, flows that started up on Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea, which are two large volcanoes in the distance.
Well, that would be an interesting one if you could climb up a volcano for us sometime, Dominic.
Yeah, let's do it now.
Yes, there we go. You know, they have something called Volcanoes National Park over on the Hilo side. Here, I'm just trying to take a look at this little
It looks so nice.
crack here. Sometimes we have much larger versions of them, that when the waves come in, you can see the water kind of explode up from underneath. So there's a little bitty tunnel that's going through there out to the ocean. And when the waves get big enough, it'll actually send a little fountain of water up and out of there. There's a geyser or two a little bit further south from here, near where I live on the island, and they have a geyser that blows like 10 or 15 feet up in the air.
Is this part of a national park that you're in?
You know, this is not. This is the beach that I'm at. Originally is called Wailea. It's known locally as 69 Beach because that is the number telephone pole that you used to park to walk to this beach.
Oh, that's where they got, okay.
Now in Hawaii, though, all beachfront property is public land. So if you're on the beach, you can walk forever, and you're always going to be on land that you can be on. The trick is getting out to the water. As we'll see as we come up here into these tree groves, we have a lot of houses right on the beach. And just because the beaches are open doesn't mean you can go through anyone's yard. So there are a lot of public shoreline access ways.
Oh, so you must have to follow those access paths to get down there then.
Exactly. And as we come up into the groves here, you can see how the landscape really dramatically changes on the island. Once we get about 30 or 40 yards off of shore here, it really goes into a little bit more of a arid area. We have lots of little jungle fowl here. And then this is also the easiest way to switch over to the next part of the beach here. Tide's up, and again, we're about an hour away from high tide now, so it makes kind of going around some of the points a little tough.
Someone here would like to know what kind of trees there are, other than palm trees.
Oh gosh. You know, I am getting better at learning all of the bird types, but the tree types still escape me.
Can you tell us some of the species of birds?
You know, Hawaii has a pretty large population of birds, not as much as some of the other islands, because we have mongoose, and the mongoose and the birds do not get along very well. But some of the more common birds that you'll see down here on the beach, and we can probably take a look over here on the right, and I can get some far shots. We have a lot of sparrows, which sparrows actually arrived in, I think, the 1860s, they said, and have been pretty darn invasive. Closer shot, but we have a northern cardinal. So this is actually a bird you all are probably pretty familiar with. It is just a red cardinal. Yeah.
He's on vacation.
Well, we have there's a little northern cardinal in the front right, and then we have a little group kind of out in the front, which they probably won't run away if I come over here into the shade. And those are doves. So those are rock doves, and those are a striped rock dove, which we have a striped or zebra, and we also have a spotted rock dove out here. These guys are not shy about making a whole bunch of noise in the morning.
Hey, you should go talk to those people over there down the
See
beach.
if we can get. And again, also up by these trees, you can see we have some pretty large pieces of coral. But since it's a lot lighter than the lava rock,
Oh,
you can
wow.
see how a wave would just pick this up and then carry it and tumble it all the way up the beach. Come out here into the sun a little bit.
Are you allowed to remove some of that coral from the beach or no?
Well, you're not supposed to take any material off of the island.
Okay.
So that's kind of the de facto rule here. You know, a lot of people that live here will come down and pick up, you know, you pick up lava rock, do a lot of building in their house and such. Behind me, and actually on the whole 40-minute drive back south to where I'm from, it's nothing but fields and fields of lava rock. So as we see just these little piles, it goes on for fields of field, and everyone asked me if they dumped it there, because it looks like bulldozers just, you know, dumped it haphazardly across the island.
It's so big.
Wait, you're the stonemason, Dominic. How would you like to try to build with that stuff?
Oh, you know what? I would love it.
Really?
You know, not to disparage the stone, but I was a stonemason in Colorado, you know, which has some of the highest density of stone. Lion sandstone is in 80% of the U.S. Major cities because of its density. And this stuff, I tell you, I built a couple of little garden containers at home, and it's like playing with little foam pieces, too. So you can really do some really neat stuff, and there's all sorts of different densities of lava rock, too. So our two main types, and this is kind of tough to ID this in front of us, but it mainly looks like pahoehoe. So pahoehoe lava is the lava that when you look at, it looks sort of smooth on top. So the other type of lava is called lava. And I think they made from the sound you make when you step on it. Lava is very chunky and very sharp.
Oh, you're
So yes, where you can make a lot of hikes around. Yeah, thank you.
My husband is a
So
stone.
now a lot of the ancient Hawaiians. Oh, he is.
Yes. Do you have any work?
Excellent. It's oh, you know what? I've been out of the business for about 7 years now. Although my girlfriend has talked me into doing do some trades. I do have my business partner wants to come out and work for us out in Hawaii, and if we could afford it. Exactly. No, I think they do have some camping rules out here. So now in the distance, we're starting to see a lot of people, and again, I don't know here, but way out here, we might see some specks. There's some people on paddle boards out there, which people will come out of Puako Harbor, which is down to our left about a mile, and they will take this and go right. And to our right, over here, and eventually we will, yeah, so we have someone washing off some gear. This is some really nice snorkel out here.
Is that you?
So way over beyond him. Nope. No, although I have been thinking about how we can do that.
Yeah, we need a GoPro. Google.
So just behind this rock. Yep.
That's possible.
They're great fun to play with in like the soft water, but I've tried to do them in the waves, and I end up just getting hurt. The strong waves out here are definitely for people who have grown up with it. You know, one thing we are just a little early in the season for, unfortunately, is humpback whales.
Ooh.
Big Island is where one of the two schools spends their winters here. In the summertime, they go all the way up to Alaska, and you see a lot of photos of them around like Northern California. And a captain of ours, Captain Kurt, not Captain Kirk, but I do know a Captain Kirk. So they said that they saw a humpback. It's very early. I think almost a month early, but you know, there's so many of them that a couple of them, you know, probably headed out before the rest of the pack.
Well, it could have to do with the weather too, like the typhoons and stuff, perhaps.
Correct. You know, their migration patterns and what you know, what drives them. A lot of that we're still guessing about.
It sure looks
The
beautiful.
other thing I like to do here sometimes, if we get out early enough, some sand castles. But again, these will probably disappear within the next half an hour. But then as the days go, or as the hours go here, this will all recede back another couple of feet.
Can you take a picture of the tide coming in? See the horizon. It's not rising or setting. There's no horizon.
Actually, I think Dominic was the first photographer that really volunteered before we had any rigs or anything 18 months ago. I think Dominic was number one.
I'm number one. Now, I'm glad to do it. I actually saw the first time that I got involved, I had seen a video of a little boy named Dominic who was going through a transfusion at the hospital. And John, I saw you doing that, and I thought, well, that's a great thing to do. And I have a camera and some free time, so definitely glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, John, for calling us personally. Make sure we were on the same page.
I email people, I call people.
All right, well, put us at the
Yes,
top of the
thank
list.
you, John.
So nice, right, guys?
Yes.
You got to make sure you get that link somehow or other so you can join.
Right.
I do have a question for you that's kind of off topic.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the cockroaches in Hawaii?
Oh, about the cockroaches in Hawaii, no problem. They are not nearly as scary as, say, the cockroaches in Florida.
They're pretty big.
They don't hiss at you. They are pretty big. Thankfully, we live on the Kona side of the island. Well, I say thankfully just as far as bugs go, because we're on the dry side. On the Hilo side, which is very much more tropical side of the island, what you think of when you think of Hawaii, they have some pretty darn big bugs over there.
I was in Oahu in the 1980s, and I saw some pretty big cockroaches when I was there.
Yeah, I've been scanning the horizon here, and we have some great snorkel again, way over to our right, and it's a little rough out there.
Ask them if they've seen any turtles.
Yeah, I think we only have one. As you see here, these waves that are coming in. During summertime, this will be just like glass. It'll be very, very calm. And in midwinter, so we still have maybe another month until we're in full winter waves. But then the waves will be about, even here, breaking at about 4 feet tall.
Wow.
If we go to Hapuna Beach, which is a very popular beach, it's always in the top 10 across the nation. It is just about a mile away from here, up north to my right, and it is a big, long, quarter-mile stretch of nothing but beach. And it's beautiful, and there's probably one of the best boogie boarding spots on the island. However, the waves there could get in the 8 to 12 foot range, and that's, as I've learned the hard way, not my comfort zone for boogie boarding.
Do you surf?
I do not. I think it would be amazing to be born and raised out here.
Right.
I've seen some kids, as young as 4 and 6 years old that start learning. I'm 30, and I think that's a little too late to try to stand up on a piece of wood in the ocean.
Really entertaining for us to watch them.
Yeah, that would be a good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's hilarious. I am sure it's hilarious.
For us, it would be.
When the waves are too big for me, I'll take photos of, people doing the really big waves, and part of it, I have to say it's kind of neat to see, that one person that takes it, and it's water, so, ideally you're just getting tumbled in the water, but when the whole beach makes that sound, like, oh, that someone took a big wave.
Oh, yeah, maybe you should stay on land.
Oh, temperatures, we are today probably right around 81 degrees. And we've had a little bit of a cool off because we have something called the trade winds, which is a cross-Pacific pattern of air that makes the island pretty breezy.
Well, not to make you jealous, but Buffalo had its first.
Now, also on the island. Oh, nice. How much did you guys get?
Just a dusting. It didn't stay around, but just
12 feet.
No. Just a dusting on the grass and the cars.
Nice, nice. So I'm trying to grab some photos. We have these little black crabs that scurry around on all of these rocks out here.
There's your soup.
But it's near impossible to get closer than a couple of feet to them.
You can hear the waves.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one thing we really liked on the canoe trip, where we could hear the water lapping against the boat. It was so nice to hear.
Make you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's why it's important to have good either sunblock or a sun umbrella. Because if you do start lounging, maybe it's just my tendency, but sometimes I'll just fall asleep. And when you wake up a half an hour later, it's nice that you've been in the shade instead of the sun that whole time. Helicopter here. Looks like it's got its little fire bag on underneath it here. So we're not too far away. There's a fire station just down the way here. A lot of times they'll be doing tests, and he doesn't seem to be in a hurry, so I don't think anything bad's going on with that shot.
Well, it's 4 o'clock here.
Most of the copters you see out here are going to be air tours.
Oh, yeah. It's 3 o'clock here, so it's time for a nice fruity drink on the beach.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
That's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful, guys?
Oh, that's great.
Who wants to go to Hawaii someday? I do. May.
I want to go. I'll go again.
Yep. We have a lot of takers that want to meet you there on the beach.
I really want to go.
Oh, very nice. Yep.
That shot, that's great. You got some wispy clouds. It looks like maybe some weather's coming.
And there's a photographer live on the beach in Hawaii right now, and we're in the Google Hangout with these other people, and see in the middle, he's on the beach right there. And right now, as we speak, he is at the beach, and he's taking along us for a tour, and he's telling us about all the lava rocks and the beach and the accessibility. And if we see something we like, we ask him to take a photo for us, and he's going to send it to us as if they were our own photos. Can you hear the camera? This is our friend John Buttrell right there, right? There he's waving. And some of his friends that he invited. And we're all going for this virtual photo walk together, all around the world. Yeah, there you go. Somebody walked in to see what we were up to.
They never believe it.
I know. I hardly believe it most of the time.
There he is.
Here he is.
Yay.
Hello.
Hey, jump in.
I found a spot. Now watch a big wave just come and say, and say hello to the camera there.
I would love that.
So yeah, I'm just up here looking to see if I see any turtles here.
You just want that bonus.
I have a turtle.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
A real turtle?
No.
Turtle soup?
No. It's one that
I like turtles. I like all kinds of turtles.
Dude.
rubber bands.
Did you make that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
Arizona.
Oh, you're in Arizona right now.
Yes.
We're near Niagara Falls
Oh wow. Cool.
in New York.
Cool.
She's in Arizona. Cool. I bet you it's real hot in Arizona.
All right, I'm gonna come back around here.
Look at now we have all these places we could go visit. We know somebody in Hawaii, somebody in Arizona.
We can jump in Canada.
We got John on Balsam Lake. He's got a boat. We can't all fit in it at the same time, but it's a boat.
We can take turns. I think that's perfectly fine.
That would be great, right, guys? Making lots of friends over the internet here in virtual photo walks.
Oh, very nice. We're gonna head down this way and see what we can see.
We've been hearing your camera going off, so you must be getting quite a few pictures.
You know, normally, you know, when I get home, I have somewhere between 100 and 300 photos to go through.
Wow.
And hopefully out of that, yes, I get some good ones.
Are you going to post them somewhere so we could see them?
You'll put them up in the event.
I will, yes, actually, yeah, I'll put them up there, yeah, and then John will have a link for all the different photos in one spot, too.
Event photo.
And then I know also, you know, they do a lot of screen chapters or screenshots, so there'll be
Yeah,
a
I've
bunch
been
of stuff
doing
up
some
there.
screenshots.
Oh, that's great. Technology is so cool.
Yes, it is.
Did you know that we're a technology class here in Buffalo?
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, and we help people with disabilities learn about the internet, and this is one of our projects. We were lucky enough to find John on the internet.
That is really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a lot of fun to
Very
do.
nice.
24 years old, and I just at home with a broken leg right now.
Oh no, broken leg, no surfing for you.
Oh, no fun.
Nope. And I have arthroposis. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a disability having to do with the muscles and tendons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Bessie into, she wants to go see the Juilliard School of Dance, so I've been bugging them to give her a tour.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Well,
Julia.
there's huge privacy
that
issues.
would be nice.
From the
Oh,
time I
privacy.
make contact with somebody, from the time I get permission, can take quite a while sometimes. But
Oh, it's alright.
we wear them down. We're relentless.
Yes.
Give me their name, I'll wear them down.
Yeah, well, everybody make a phone call.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll spam them.
We can't wait to get the dog sledding if that's
The dog sledding, I talked to,
So,
what's her name, Glacier in Alaska, and she said as soon as there's enough snow, she'll be ready to go.
Woohoo! Dog sledding, guys. Awesome.
as
Awesome.
you can see here, I'm testing some of the water housing on the lens here. Where, as I said, we're still about 45 minutes away from high tide, but it's coming in.
That would be something good. Have you in Hawaii and a dog sledding in Alaska at the same time. Take a swing on that rope, Dominic.
I think you know, we've been to Wailea Beach here with virtual photo walks once before, and I think when we came down, you know, this rope swing was about 15 feet out of the water, and as we can see now, I'm gonna lose my phone. We are in the water as we speak.
You couldn't get
a little bit too much tree here in front of us.
You couldn't get the iPhone to go full landscape, but the reception is excellent.
Oh, good.
Thanks
Good.
to Verizon LTE reception.
You see here we have a lovely bunch of coconuts. Oh, what a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Leave that lady alone.
So these look like they were collected. Some palm art next to it here as well. And those are just little baby coconuts. Maybe there's one there in the back that might be worth splitting and drinking.
Oh, that's cool.
So that is one thing you do have to keep an eye out for is falling coconuts and falling palm fronds.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
You start wearing a hard hat, Dominic.
Oh, and you know, I spy over here in this little grove, it looks like a sand sculpture. Oh yes. So I may have said that we're a little early for humpbacks this year, but as it turns out, I think we've found one.
What?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness.
Someone.
Well done.
Stay right there. I'm gonna
You
take a
planned
picture.
that.
Yeah.
Planned that. You got up at 7 o'clock and
Right, I already did get up at 7. This would have been a much earlier endeavor. I wonder if this guy lasted from yesterday.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
So the humpback whales that do come here, we will get the newborn babies. So little calves will hang out in the shallower areas with their moms, as well as other what we will call a nurse whale, which is just a humpback whale that is also helping to raise the baby whales.
Oh yeah, I've heard
And
that.
during their entire time here, they do not eat. So they eat for half of the year when they are up in Alaska, and then they come here to have baby whales. The really best whale activity, like when you see the whales that are breaching, or whales that they'll do a tail slap also. Baby whales learning how to play and how to react for later in life. Or when you see the really big ones, that means it's two males, and one male has gotten a little too close for the other one. So a lot of that is territorial, and it comes down to what whale can make the biggest sound is the one that's gonna win that fight. This is just Puako Bay out and to our left. It drops off to, within, I think, about a quarter mile, maybe more. It drops to 500 or 600 feet. And we will sometimes get the mama whales with their baby or two breaching and playing way out on the horizon. Trick is not to lose a flip-flop. Yeah, the is definitely nothing to mess with. A lot of people will wear scuba socks specifically for that. A lot of good tide pools, you have to crawl over the lava rock to get there.
I remember in Michigan, on the we lived right on near the lake, and we had the little mussels that we had to deal with in the water, and those are sharp. So you had to wear like
yes,
things.
Oh, and we have a whole bunch of little anchovies right here.
Ooh, anchovies.
Let's see.
Oh, that's a good one.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Turtle. All right.
Probably made out of
Trying to get let me put some stuff down and see if we can go take a look. All right, don't try this at home. We're gonna keep an eye on the water in front of us. Popped up right here. And unfortunately,
You're getting a bit of pixelation.
it's already breaking at about my chest.
Oh, thank you for the kisses.
Oh, crab just bit. My foot was down there in that little hole. And he, oh,
That's a pretty picture.
get up in the shade here. There. The problem with trying to get a picture of a turtle is that they only lift their head up for just a second.
Rock. Thanks, everybody.
Well, thank you guys for joining me. I'm here at again Wailea with Virtual Photo Walks. Appreciate everyone new tuning in, and hopefully you can join us next time here.
Oh yeah. Woo! Hey, Lou.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, John.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Virtual photo walks. Virtual